What up, everyone? Happy Wednesday and welcome to Dear Chiquis. I hope you're all having a happy hump day and you're getting ready for a relaxing weekend. I'm really looking forward to hearing some of the questions you have for me today. In case this is your first time listening to this podcast, I take questions from listeners at speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. You can ask me for my advice there, and you just might hear it here on Dear Chiquis. Now, before we hop into the first question, these are my thoughts and opinions. I encourage everyone to seek help from a professional if you're suffering an issue or hardship that requires immediate attention. Now, let's get into the first question.
Hola, chiquis. Me llamo Leisa. A little nervous. Just want to say your podcasts are great and I love to hear them, especially when I'm at work. Mi pregunta es, si me podías aconsejar sobre lifestyle. Soy una mamá de 34 años. Tengo 2 hijas. Estoy casada. Y el tipo de trabajo, el horario que tengo es algo diferente. Trabajo de 4 de la tarde a 12:30 de la medianoche. Entonces es muy difícil para mí comer bien, hacer ejercicio. Y especialmente cuando ya los niños regresan a la escuela, es como que, me paro muy temprano y después quiero regresar y dormir. Entonces quiero mejorar, pero es algo difícil. Si me puedes recomendar algo, te lo agradecería mucho.
Hi, Leisa. Thank you so much for your question and thank you for your beautiful words. I appreciate it. Mira, I think you, first of all, have to be compassionate with yourself and not be so hard on yourself. I know that's hard. It's easier said than done for us women because we are kind of hard on ourselves and it's something I have to remind myself every day. But you are working, like you said, pretty crazy hours from 4 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. So that's a lot, you know what I mean? And then I'm sure you get home and you unwind and then you probably don't go to sleep till 2 in the morning. And then you have to wake up early to maybe get the kids ready for school. So I get it. I think that maybe you should start off slow. I know probably pues quieres hacer ejercicio. Creo que lo más importante aquí es lo que comas. Es el alimento que digas, ok, en vez de llevarme unas papitas al trabajo, me voy a llevar una naranja. Cositas así, más agua. Eso te va a ayudar mucho. Ahora, si no tienes el tiempo para hacer ejercicio, yo te recomiendo es que digas, ok, no puedo ir todos los días, but maybe I'm going to start off with doing 2 times a week. I'm going to start off with 30 minutes. 30 minutes is better than nothing. And you don't have to do every single day. It's whenever you have the energy. Do it on the weekends. But more than anything, it's making better choices with what we eat that makes a huge difference. And just changing that thought of this is a diet, it's more of a lifestyle. It's what's healthy for my mind, body, and soul. I want to feel better. Of course, I want to look better. And when you start changing that thought of, oh, I'm on a diet, you feel restricted. You feel like, it's just, that word, I just don't like it. So that's what I'm telling you. This is a lifestyle. I want to be healthy for my kids. I want to feel better. And then once you start putting in your body better things, you're going to have more energy and it's going to kind of give you that boost to say, okay, I want to find those 30 minutes in my day after I drop off the kids at school, before I go to work. 30 minutes, that's it. And little by little, you go from 1 day a week to 2 to 3 and so on and so forth. So es poco a poco. Be patient, be compassionate. You're a mother, you're working, your hours are crazy. So ten compasión contigo misma. Esas son mis recomendaciones. Ojalá que te ayude. Y pues bueno, thank you so much. And you got this, girl. You got this. Let's get into our second question, you guys. This one comes from Jose.
Hey, Chiquis. First off, I just want to thank you so much for all that you do for us fans, for us boss bees. You truly make each and every one of us feel very special. I've had the absolute pleasure meeting you. So with that being said, how do you keep your voice healthy? You are, throwing back shots at tequila, something that your mom used to do too. It's a very big tradition in the regional genre. You're belting, you're dancing around, you're drinking a little bit of alcohol. So how do you keep your voice healthy so that you can continuously get out there and kill it every night and then also kill it in the studio? Any tips would be greatly appreciated because I would love to be a singer like you. So love you very much. Thank you for answering my question.
Jose, oh my God, you're going to make me cry. Thank you so much, Papa. Thank you for being a boss bee. Thank you for those beautiful words. I honestly do it from the bottom of my heart. I am so grateful. You have no idea for your guys' time, for the gifts. For me, it's you guys invest in me. You guys invest in going to my concerts and my music. It just means so much. So thank you so much for those beautiful words, like I said. And look, in regards to how do I take care of my voice? I have to be honest, I could take care of it a little more. I like ice a little too much, so I should be drinking more teas, and I do my best to do that. Of course, water. Hydration is very important just for life, for your vocal cords, even for your brain, believe it or not. So hydration, a lot of hot teas, ginger. Ginger's really good. There's a tea called Throat Coat that you can buy that also helps. Tequila, in our tradition, like you said, people think and have this misconception of taking a shot of tequila before going on stage is going to help clear your throat, and it actually dries out your vocal cords. So we have to be very careful. That's why it's so important to hydrate, especially before the show and during the show, which is for me super important. I always have water. So I take a little bit of alcohol and then I drink some water. It's even on my prompter, drink water. Anyways, it's taken me some time to get a little better at singing and dancing. Practice makes perfect. So that's helped me being on stage, of course, but also on the treadmill, I do my best to sing. I got that tip from Beyonce. Beyonce literally in her heels though, goes on the treadmill, walks on an incline and sings. Haven't gotten there yet, but I've been doing it and it really does help your endurance and your stamina. So working out has helped me a lot. And then I meditate and I clear my throat chakra. To me, that's super important before I go on stage. After, I believe I'm very spiritual, as you know, and I sage and I palo santo myself and I clear my throat chakra. You can find some on YouTube. So just look up, meditation for throat chakra. And that's it, and little by little, the more you're on stage, the more you sing, the stronger you get, the more you learn to use your diaphragm and the vocals just sound better. So hopefully that answered your question, Jose. That's what I do. And it's little by little, like I said, the more you sing. So canta todos los días. Sing as much as you can. Okay? Jose, thank you. Papa. I sent you a big, big hug. Oh my God. You definitely made me feel like amazing. Okay, so our last question comes from Patricia.
My question is, how do I cope with my new life? In the last 2 years, my life has completely changed. I'm divorced due to betrayal of infidelity, spiritual abuse. I was married for 18 years. My teenage daughter has been affected, has been very rebellious. We don't have a good relationship. I'm recovering from a car accident. Lastly, I confronted my mom for not protecting me from my dad's sexual abuse that she witnessed when I was a child. My siblings, we do not speak due to their characters, and I'm setting boundaries. I'm going to therapy. I have a life coach. I exercise, eat healthy. The positive of my life is I learned to love myself. I have a wonderful man. My friends are my family. But I have to learn to fight every day to be happy and joy. And I'm very, very exhausted. So what can you encourage me in this new life? Please give me your input.
Patricia, thank you for your question. And first of all, I'm sorry that you're going through this. Look, I'm going to give you the best advice. I think it's important for us to just understand that in life, there will always be highs and lows. It's just the law of life. I think once we understand that, instead of thinking, oh my God, why does this always happen to me? We have to think life is happening for me. Now, obviously, right now in this moment, it's harder to see it that way. But I think once you just grasp that and understand that this is just a moment, doesn't mean that it's a bad life. It's just a bad day. Maybe a couple of bad days. I feel you, girl. I've been there. I've gone through it. Look, I always go back to God because that's what's helped me through everything. And I'm not trying to preach to you guys, but prayer has gotten me through everything. When I get down on my knees, it just changes my life. I don't know if you've ever heard that quote, but when life drops you to your knees, you're already down there. Might as well pray. So prayer, meditation, it's like an everyday thing. I think you have to wake up in the morning and just have time for you, which means no cell phone, no one, just you and your faith in God or whatever it is that you believe in. A moment in the morning, at least half an hour where you're by yourself in your thoughts. Maybe you can journal. You can manifest what kind of day you want to have. Pray, listen to meditation music, and just set the tone for the rest of your day. It changes your life forever because things can be thrown at you. But when you've given yourself and you've centered yourself and aligned yourself with the universe, it's almost like las cosas ya no te molestan como antes. Like it's kind of like, okay, it's fine. It's going to be okay. It kind of like bounces right off of you. Granted, it takes a little bit of time. It's not going to happen like boom, like a miracle. It's a muscle. You have to exercise it for it to become stronger. So the more you do it, the better. Consistency is key. So that's my suggestion. Life is always going to have and throw things at us. It's just how do you dodge it? And the way to dodge it is by really centering yourself every single day. Right now, you're going through a rough patch with your daughter. You have to also understand she's trying to figure things out herself. Be patient and always dale amor. It's just love and light everywhere. Everything's going to be okay. And that's the best advice I can give you, Patricia. I hope that it helps you and I'm praying for you. I definitely am. And I'm sending you positive vibes. Positive vibes. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Guys, that's all the time we have today. This is almost like a form of therapy for me. So thank you guys for allowing me to help you in whatever it is that you're going through. And guys, once again, these are my thoughts and my opinions, and I encourage everyone to seek professional help if you're struggling with an issue or hardship. Sending you all love and light. Until next time. This is a production of iHeartRadio and the My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcast and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.